안녕하세요, 여러분. Hello, everyone. Tony입니다. It's Tony. So today, a little earlier than I actually expected, a few hours actually earlier than I expected, Alexa released her comeback title track titled "Do or Die." Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with who Alexa is, Alexa debuted as a solo artist last year in 2019 with Bomb. Now, Alexa is part Russian and part Korean, and she was one of the contestants on Produce 48. Produce 48 also being the series with Produce 101 and the CJ Entertainment scandals and all that. They are notably the ones who created the series, is the notable creators of IH1, X1, 101, and IOI. And IOI being from the members, you have Chang'a, you have Somi. So yeah, so it's a lot of big names in there. But yeah, so Alexa, last year she came out with her first thing since Produce 48 as a solo artist, and now this is her follow-up to Bomb. So from a few teasers, I've noticed that they kind of keep the same concept as in Bomb, where it's kind of like the technological, futuristic vibes, and then she still kind of brings in some more Western influences, in this case being in some Brazilian funk and EDM. Pretty excited to see how they kind of continue the story of Bomb from here. Anyways, guys, Junmi, ready? Okay, so we'll be starting Alexa's Do or Die right now. Okay, so it's it's kind of, the outfit kind of looks very much like the Bomb outfit actually. And they're continuing this idea of apocalyptic world. Okay, we have more holograms, more techie stuff, holographic display. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, it was all just in her brain. Oh, ice in your veins. Okay. Should mention that she's also born in America, so she's actually quite fluent in English. From Bomb, there was actually a lot of English, and right even from here, there's a lot of English. So she's kind of westernizing K-pop. I would feel I would say. This background kind of looks like that thing. Oh, I can't explain it. It's like the guy when they have the guys connected the arms and they do the thing with the lights. It's like that music video. It's a really old one. The CG is a bit questionable because it's very evident that it's CG. I'm not sure if they wanted that. The beat's different than Bomb because Bomb is just right in your face, this kind of build. Even now, okay. Yeah, it's more like a Brazilian. The last one had more of a Middle Eastern influence. This kind of has that more Brazilian, South American influence to it. They do she does the kill this love gun thing. She does a lot of dancing, so it's no surprise that they focus a lot on the dancing. It's really nice to choreo. So much CG. There's focuses a lot of on the dancing and the CG. I feel there's less of a emphasis on a story rather than compared to Bomb. But I do enjoy the dancing and the more focus on choreo. It's the guy's wearing one of those masks that the Plague Doctor. Interesting. If anything, it sounds like the chorus is actually muted, and while she's actually the actual verses, she's unmuted. It's very interesting. It's kind of they're trying to contain the chorus. Oh no! Somebody just wait. I don't get it. Did you chop off their face? What is that? What is this? It's a biological semi-organic. It looks like Toby from Naruto. The mask style, but if it was real life, the mask was. That's actually gonna give me nightmares. Holy cow! Where is that other? Oh my god! Okay, don't watch this at night. Do not watch this video at night, guys. What's happening? I'm confused as if I'm watching a music video or if like I'm watching like kind of like a bad action film. Okay. It's very interesting. This is kind of like trying to mix in like an actual full like movie like scene. It's like a Tekken. I feel like the filming style is kind of like if you saw like I'm like a Tekken style movie. Okay, so there's definitely less singing, I feel like, in this one. There's a lot more Korean too. Compared to Bomb, there's a lot more Korean. But then again, I think she says do or die quite a lot also, so it could be equal amount. Here's that. Okay, are they gonna continue off with this to like the next one? Okay. Oh, there's light. Oh, okay. But wasn't this in the dreamscape? I'm confused.
I understand now why I was
Oh.
called here. But don't worry. I haven't failed. And I won't fail.
You're not gonna fail.
I have not and will not fail.
Okay. Alright. Okay, AleXa's Do or Die music video. The ending is clearly it's kind of like I think they're very much trying to do kind of like a movie style where like in a Western movie style where they like have an end credit scene to build onto the next thing, hinting most likely at the fact that she's gonna have another music video that's gonna build upon this, and that wouldn't surprise me at all, but it's very evident, and I thought so also when I was watching Bomb, that she takes a lot of influence from Western culture. I think because she's heavily more rooted, I guess, in Western culture itself, and then she kind of like adds K-pop to that. So in this case, there's a lot like in her songs compared to a lot of other K-pop artists. There's a lot more English. This kind of sounds to me like if you were to give somebody like a Western producer and they'd be like, create for me a K-pop song with a bit of like other like with like Hispanic influence or like South American influence. I feel like this is what you would get because there's not as much like something like there's not as much DNA I can feel like connected to K-pop from what I know of K-pop. And it's not bad, it's just very different. I do prefer this song over Bomb just purely because it's a bit like there's more of a build to everything and there's more of like a sound that I steer towards. And in terms of Bomb kind of like it sounded too similar to me to Card's Dumb Litty because I did kind of listen to them like back to back and they did sound very similar, but this is kind of like stands on its own. And having like the Brazilian funk and like EDM, like granted the EDM isn't anything new, but like the Brazilian funk, it's very unique because you don't hear this in K-pop very often. In terms of the music video is it's interesting purely because I feel like it has that like vibe of like those old like that Tekken style movie, but it's like those movies where it's very cheesy, but because of how cheesy it is, it sometimes works. And in this case, I kind of feels like it falls a bit flat because I think they were trying to go for like a higher production level because in general there's a very high production level, but then whenever you get to like the special effects, it kind of lets it down in my opinion, and it kind of makes it look a bit cheap, even though I can clearly tell it's not cheap. I feel like they should have just stuck with more of the dancing and maybe more visuals than they should have with the storyline because the storyline's a bit confusing. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching until now. 감사합니다, and until next time, 안녕히 계세요.